Copper alloy. So brass is one type of copper alloy material. So brass is the composition of copper and zinc. Okay, is the composition of copper and zinc. So copper is the high composition material composition. The next stage is zinc. Okay, some plus some other alloying element. So copper alloy. So brass is one type of copper alloy material. So in this brasses, so first one is gliding metal. Okay, gliding metals. So in this material composition is 95% of copper and 5% of zinc. Okay, is properties is the golden color is visible for golden color. This material is good ductility, better pressing ability. Okay, but better pressing ability. So it is mainly used in the area of application is architectural fascias, ornamental trim, jewelry and decorative objects area, coins, medals, bullet jackets. Okay, coin, medal, bullet jacket, premier caps, tokens and emblems. Okay, this is the application of leading metals. Next one is cartridge brass. Okay, cartridges brass is a 70% of copper and 30% of zinc material. Is a properties high ductility, better malleability and high strength. Okay, high ductility, better malleability and high strength. Okay, these cartridges cases in ammunitions. Okay, is the main use for ammunitions, cell cases, headlight reflector and deep drawing applications. So this cartridges brass is mainly used for cell cases, headlight reflector and deep drawing applications. Okay, so next third one is Admiralty brass is the 71% of copper, 28% of zinc and 1% of tin material. Yes, and tin is properties improved strength in copper alloy and good corrosion resistance property. Okay, this is a good corrosion resistance and improved strength in the alloy materials. This is used for making tubes, parts of condenser. So condenser tubes and parts of condenser, heat exchanger tubes. Okay, heat exchanger tubes, pump impellers. Okay, is manufacturing used for mainly pump impellers, heat exchanger tubes and making tubes and parts of condenser. Okay, so fourth one is aluminium brass is the composition 76% of copper, 22% of zinc and 2% of aluminum. Then only called for aluminium brass. Okay, high resistance to impingement. Okay, high resistance to impingement, good corrosion resistance properties and better mechanical strength. Okay, is the better mechanical strength properties. Okay, harness. Okay, wear resistance, harness wear and ductility, strength. Okay, is the better mechanical strength properties. This application is heat exchangers. So mainly used in the heat exchanger, condenser, marine applications used for in the some marine application areas, power and the industrial sectors. So used for power and the industrial sectors. Okay, in this copper in this aluminum brass applications. So then for fifth one is Munch metal. Okay, is the Munch metal is a composition of 60% of copper and 40% of zinc material. It is excellent hot working for hot rolled and extruded properties material. Okay, this material, this is used for extruding tubes and rods, pump parts, wooden seals, condenser, heat exchanger plates and brazing, marine components for chip and valves. Okay, particularly marine component valves and some components for chip, bracings, heat exchanger plates, condenser, wooden seal, pump parts, extruding tubes and rod applications. So next one is free cutting brass. Is the free cutting brass is composed in 61.5% copper, 33.5% of zinc. Okay, 3.1% of lead. Okay, So this is a particular grade. Okay, UNSC 36000 is the particular free cutting brass steel composition. It is the higher machinability, excellent strength material, heat resistance material, corrosion resistance. Okay, and this lead is creates a solid lubricant effect. See, particularly 3.1% lead is create the solid lubricant effect in free cutting brass material. Its application is machine parts and hardware applications, high speed machining, fasteners and fittings, screw machines and screw machine products, fa- faucet components and valve seats. Okay, valve seats. So then next one is the 60% of copper, 39.2% of zinc, 0.75% of lead. Is the increased corrosion resistance to in salt water. Okay, is the mainly increase the corrosion resistance in salt water for marine application, mainly forged and extruded material. It is easily forged and extruded material. So mainly using in the piston rod, propeller shaft, marine hardware, condenser tube, fasteners and valve stems, aircraft component, ordnance and structural components for chip. Okay, ordnance for missile, some missile applications mainly used in our process, some missile applications, aircraft components, marine hardware, condenser tubes, fastener and valve stems, piston rod and propeller shaft applications. Next one, forging brass is 60% of copper, 38% of zinc, 2% of lead. Okay, better hard working, high malleability, strength and durability, high corrosion resistance, better electrical conductivity and thermal conductivity. Okay, this is the good electrical corrosion resistance thermal conductivity material. Is mainly used in the HVAC valve component, heat ventilation, air conditioning components, fitting, radiators, water piping systems, in automobile area, fuel system fittings, brake assemblies, in electrical connectors, in electrical side, the electrical connectors, terminals, switches, keys, locks, and door knobs, medical applications, and marine hardware and aerospace applications. Used for medical appliances, marine hardware, and aerospace application. So next one is manganese bronze, 58.4% of copper, 39% of zinc, 1.4% of iron, 1% of tin, 0.1% of manganese. It is the high strength material, high wear resistance, hard work and superior toughness material. It is mainly used in the area of marine application for propellers, water turbine runners, high tensile boards, clutch disc, pump rods, stamping and pressing, gears, cams, thrust bearing, clutch bearing and wear plates. It's used for clutch disc, gears, cam, thrust bearing, clutch bearings and what wear plates. So last one is bracing bars. It is the 50% of the copper, 50% of zinc, low melting point, high tensile strength and ductility. So low melting point and high tensile strength and ductility. It is application is bracing copper pipes, heat exchanger pipes and joining copper tubing, electrical connection and intricate jewelry manufacturing, jet engine parts, turbine blades, high temperature, high strength application also. It is mainly used for high temperature, high strength application, jet engine parts, turbine blades, electrical connection and intricate jewelry, heat exchanger and joining copper tubing, bracing rods and bracing copper pipes. This is the alloys of copper alloys is brasses. Okay, copper alloy material. The brass is one type of copper alloy material. Is the composition as a copper and zinc is the main alloying components in the brasses. Thank you.